Components of a computer network. To build up a computer network, hardware devices and software is essential besides the computer. Which component is essential for which computer is dependent only the type and area of network. Mostly used components of any computer network are Network Interface Card or NIC. A network interface card or a LAN adapter plugs into a slot on the motherboard to connect it to the LAN. The NIC serves a number of purposes. It makes the physical connection between the computer and the network. It converts parallel data of the computer's bus into serial data for the LAN. It boosts the strength of a signal so that it can flow through the transmission link. Only one computer is allowed to transmit in a LAN. Signals would interfere if there are more than one transmitting at a time. For this reason, a LAN needs a medium access control (MAC) scheme to prevent overlapping of signals. The NIC determines the access mentor used by a network. The most common medium access control methods are Ethernet, Token Ring, FDDI, ArcNet, etc. Repeaters. Repeaters, also known as relays, connect segments of a network, and since signals get weaker and less distinct with distance, these small devices refresh and enhance them before sending them along. Their job is to extend the network as far as possible, perhaps to another building. Bridges. Bridges are also known as data link relays, which connect segments of local area networks. Routers. Routers control movement of messages through networks. The router keeps the addresses of other nodes in a table. If the address of a message sent through the router is on the network, the message is forwarded. If the address is not on the network, the router forwards the message to another network by sending it to a router. Brouters. Brouters are a combination of router and bridge. This is a special type of equipment used for networks that can be either bridged or routed based on the protocols being forwarded. Brouters are complex, fairly expensive pieces of equipment and as such are rarely used. A brouter transmits two types of traffic at the exact same time: bridged traffic and routed traffic. For bridged traffic, the brouter handles the traffic the same way a bridge or switch would, forwarding data based on the physical address of the packet. This makes the bridged traffic fairly fast but slower than if it were sent directly through a bridge, because the brouter has to determine whether the data package should be bridged or routed. Gateways. Gateways are used to connect different types of networks. Since two networks may not share a common protocol, these devices translate each network's protocol so the other network can understand the data. Hubs. A hub is a switching processor. Hubs provide automatic switching among connections called ports for shared access to a network's resources. Workstations, servers, printers, and other network resources are connected to provide by the hub. Transmission media. Transmission media is a pathway that carries the information from sender to receiver. We use different types of cables or waves to transmit data. Data is transmitted normally through electrical or electromagnetic signals. An electrical signal is in the form of current. An electromagnetic signal is series of electromagnetic energy pulses at various frequencies. These signals can be transmitted through copper wires, optical fibers, atmosphere, water and vacuum. Different medias have different properties like bandwidth, delay, cost and ease of installation and maintenance. Transmission media is also called communication channel. Cable connectors. The position of a connector is between a cable and a network interface card. It connects the network cable and the interface card. Network software. Software controls the operations of computer networks. The software that manages the resources of the network is often called the network operating system. Server in LANs rely on network operating systems such as Novell NetWare, Artisoft's LANtastic, Microsoft Windows Server and Windows NT, Microsoft Windows XP, Sun Solaris, Linux, etc. Some operating systems such as Unix and the Mac OS have networking functions built in. A server network operating system must meet stringent set of requirements than a client operating system. A variety of communication software packages are available for microcomputers, especially for internet web browsing, like Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Netscape Navigator, Microsoft Outlook, etc. Several functions are commonly provided by communication software packages. Examples are access control, transmission control, network management, error control, security management, etc. Protocol driver. Network language or protocol is important to active a network. Protocol data is moving from one place to another by the protocol. You have to be sure that when it is the time for setup, then every client and server computer under the network must use the same or compatible protocol driver. You should have to install more than one system service when necessary so that the system can support more protocol in the same time. At present, the most useful protocol in the computer network is Netbook, IPX, SPX and TCP/IP. Protocol is used to solve any special work under the network connection. You can call the protocol as a unique or moral system. By using it, different type of network activities is performed. Data packet. A packet is a basic unit of communication over a digital network. A packet is also called a datagram, a segment, a block, a cell or a frame, depending on the protocol. When data has to be transmitted, it is broken down into similar structures of data which are reassembled to the original data chunk once they reach the destination. Network signal. For transmission, computer makes digital signal 0 and 1 which the computer give under the network media or cable to send to other computer. Copper cable signed the data as an electric signal or voltage, and fiber cable known the optic cable data as a light pulse. The receiver's computer modified this signal as a binary or digital signal again by using software and process if needed. Network protocol. A protocol is a set of rules that governs the communications between computers on a network. These rules include guidelines that regulate the following characteristics of a network: access method, allowed physical topologies, types of cabling, and speed of data transfer.